Hey guys, TechMentor here with a video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to talk about iOS 15 on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now, the iPhone 11 Pro Max has been out for now over 2 years since it was released back in 2019. Now, you're able to update it to the major iOS 15 update, which is really simple to do. It takes about somewhere between 20 to 30 minutes to update it. And to update it, simply go into Settings, General, and then Software Update. And then you'll notice the update here through your Wi-Fi. Now, if you don't have it through Wi-Fi, you can also do it through your iTunes on a PC or a laptop. Works as well, or on your MacBook. So whatever the case is, you can update to iOS 15. Now, this phone is still a great device in 2022, and the reason why I say it's a great device is that not a lot has changed between this one and the iPhone 13, which iOS 15 was meant to be on. Now, you update it to iOS 15, and if you're looking for this phone, now you can actually get it much discounted price compared to the iPhone 13 lineup, and there's a lot of similar features again on the 13 and the 11 Pro Max that doesn't really make sense upgrading. So if you're going to be looking for this phone, there's going to be links to some discounted iPhones in the description section if you guys want to check those out. So now let's talk about a couple things here. We're going to talk about the main features of iOS 15, and then after that we're going to talk about performance, some of the app that we have, and then finally if it's worth upgrading to iOS 15 or not. So in terms of features, there's a couple features that come with iOS 15 that are really unique and cool and might be the reason why you're upgrading. First is going to be redesign of notification. So in the past, notification was sort of boring. Now the notification feature, it's going to be more improved if you have used it. Now, other thing you'll notice here, if you pull down the control center here, it's going to be this focus mode. Now in the past, you only had do not disturb, which sort of silence your phone from any sort of distraction. Now you can actually custom select a focus, which allows you to do personal, work, sleep, and you can also customize your own one to filter out certain notification based on your focus of the day. Now, the other neat feature is that if you turn one of these settings on and you share it with your contact, they can also see that you have a focus mode on, which will discourage them from kind of reaching out if you have it in a setting that you have your notification turned off. So it will be less distraction. Again, a neat feature, especially nowadays where you're really glued to your phone and sometimes you need the time to focus. Now, other updates are going to be around the FaceTime. Now you have FaceTime Link. So as you know, with the whole pandemic and everything, you're being able to video chat with other users. That's key to using your smartphone. Now you can send a FaceTime link to anyone, whether they have an iPhone or not. They can simply join now your video call. And along with that is the spatial audio and share play in FaceTime calls and the portrait mode as well. So what it gives you this immense experience in terms of video calling. Again, neat features that you want to take a look at. The next feature probably worth mentioning, it's going to be this live text. So if you hover over any sort of pictures or photos that have text, your camera can actually now recognize that. As you can see here, we can do things like select, copy, lookup, translate, and share that text. Now that works also on photos. So if you took a photo and opened it up, you can also click on the photo and then you'll have ability to simply, look at this one, simply to open up the photo app and do the same exact thing basically, which again helps if you have a lot of text that you're looking to take advantage of and use that live text mode. So you'll get that as well. Now, other updates are going to be in the wallet app. So if you use the wallet app in the past, you kind of were limited to using your credit card, debit card. That's about it, and some boarding pass and whatnot. Now you can expand what you add to your wallet. So things like your identification for license, even your school passes, school identification. You can add much more passes that weren't available in the past that you can pretty much carry if you don't want to carry the physical card. Now, along with that, there's now a security update that happened in terms of the privacy that you get on your phone. As you know, privacy is a big thing, and recently apps started to sort of ask if they can track or not. This implementation is really important because a lot of times you don't want applications to take your personal data and use that data or sell that data, because of course your data is important to it. So each time you download an app, the first notification you'll get because of this iOS 15 update is that it'll ask you whether or not the app can actually track your information, and you can simply select not to track, and no longer they can use that data that you supply, or they can grab it from your phones. Again, a neat feature, again, that we really appreciate sort of Apple doing that. Again, big improvement in terms of the privacy era right now. Now, other updates are going to be, minor updates across applications like Safari. Here now you have the browsing, what used to be on the top, now at the bottom. You also have all these other features such as these tabs, where now you can group different tabs, create custom tabs, and then close them out, and such features that, again, were finally update that Apple has finally done. Again, much needed update there. Now there's also updates to other things like maps here. So if you haven't take a look at maps, for example, you have this immersed walking feature that comes with it, that if you are around somewhere, you'll be able to utilize this 3D view of it, and just much more improvement, where Apple is really trying to get you to use their native built-in app instead of a third-party one. When it comes to other things like the weather application, you'll notice the design of the weather application where it's much cleaner. You have things like temperature and precipitation across the board, which gives you map heat highlights so that you can pretty much take a look at across the board. You have updates to the actual notification, so you can actually have the weather app notify you if it's snowing or raining in a certain area that you're at based on your location. So if you're walking or planning on doing something, it'll notify when the rain stops or snow stops, or when it rains or it starts to snow. Again, neat feature to plan ahead in your day. Other updates happen in the Notes application. You'll probably notice now you can pretty much copy and paste anything. There's also a feature where you can drag and drop things as well. So minor updates across the board that you might want to consider when you upgrade to iOS 15. So upgrading to iOS 15, what can you expect out of the battery? So battery wise, there isn't really much that's happening with the battery life. So we took some tests. Of course, the battery on this phone health is at 83. That's because it's been used for some time now. That doesn't mean iOS 15 caused this phone to drop to 83%. It's just that this phone has been used for almost 2 years, and without any issue, it's going to, of course, drop. But across the board, the battery life has been same on iOS 14 versus iOS 15, so no issues there. Now, performance of the phone, surprisingly, it's been the same on iOS 14 to 15. We haven't noticed any sort of performance impact, whether it be increase or decrease, for all the applications that you use, such as your social media application, your productivity tool, your day-to-day gaming apps, maybe that you use lighter games, heavier games, all of that, and much more. You'll notice here, they perform exactly without any issue. When you open something up, for the first time, it might take a second or two, but once it's going, it's good to go, and you don't have to worry about it. And the neat feature of the iPhone 11 Pro Max is that it does have a huge screen, which makes it an ideal device for streaming your favorite shows and videos. And if you're a shopper, of course, using your favorite shopping application, which that's why we'll leave you guys some link to this phone if you're interested in buying it, which you can pretty much get at a pretty much 1/3 the price you would pay for an iPhone 13 Pro Max. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts about iOS 15 has been? If you upgraded to iOS 15 or thinking about it, leave a comment in the comment section. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.